ho ho ho. Got him. That last shot was just to make sure. Now, normally I'm gonna tell y'all a little something. Actually, I'll tell y'all in a bit whenever it makes sense. Normally that never happens,
Snake,
Brown.
I did it.
I
got past security.
don't finish a game
Bingo.
every time I stream.
Great.
Normally
So
it
what do you
takes
got?
2
I
or
accessed the
3 stream
confidential Metal
times.
Gear file.
So what about the PAL override system that Baker talked about?
Haven't found it yet.
But if it's a
That's what
game
I
that
need
I've
to know.
already played,
But
then
Snake,
I know what
found
to
something
do.
Else.
What?
The secret behind the
It
new
might be
nuclear weapon.
a little bit
Just
before
as
I
thought,
remember
the
what I
nuclear warhead
actually
is
need to
designed
do,
be
but since
fired
I've already
from the
played it,
railgun like a
I know how
projectile.
it's gonna play down.
It doesn't use fuel, so it isn't considered a missile. That way it can get around all sorts of international treaties.
Pretty sneaky.
Yes.
Like, you know,
but
last night how
effective.
you saw me beat
And that's
Yu-Gi-Oh!
not even the
I already
scariest
played
thing
it.
about
I
this
know.
weapon.
I knew
I
what
can't
was
wait
gonna
to hear
happen, and I knew
this.
what to do.
It's a stealth weapon.
You mean it won't show up on radar?
It's a stealth
Yeah.
weapon?
The truth is, they've been working on a stealth missile since the late 70s.
Why weren't they able to develop one up until now?
Because of the missile's rocket propulsion system. It would be picked up by enemy satellites.
Because of that?
But unlike a missile, the railgun doesn't burn any propellant, so it can't be detected by any current ballistic missile detection systems.
An invisible nuclear warhead.
Totally impossible to intercept. And on top of that, it's got a surface-piercing warhead designed to penetrate hardened underground bases.
We learned that lesson in the Gulf War.
This thing could mean the end of the world.
It's the ultimate weapon. And from a political point of view, it
Death,
avoids the
I
problem
hope
of
you're
nuclear
still
reduction
awake,
and nuclear
because we are about to
inspections.
dip into
Colonel, is this true? Are you listening?
something that portrays to my
It would
life.
push back the signing of the START 3 treaty. If word gets out about this weapon, it'd cause a whole world of trouble.
Yeah.
But that's
it would be
whenever Liquid
nasty.
is speaking.
The United States would be denounced by the UN. It could even bring the president down.
Did you know this, Colonel?
I'm sorry.
You've changed, Colonel.
I won't make
How
any
could you,
excuses.
Colonel?
Snake, listen to me.
That's
This
right.
new nuclear
No
weapon,
excuse.
it's never actually
Ever
been
made my
tested.
broken heart because of you,
Only
Colonel.
simulated.
You mean with VR experiments?
Yeah, that's why they were conducting this exercise. They needed to get actual experimental data to back up the simulation.
What were the results of the exercise?
It looks like it went better than they hoped for, but I can't find the data anywhere on this network. You'd think that data as important as that would be carefully recorded.
No,
It
but
was.
you know what, Nyrus?
President Baker gave me
It
an
never
optical
hurts to
disc
try.
with all of the test data.
What? Do you still have it?
No.
I mean, we thought he was
Ocelot
asleep
took it from
and
me.
we were typing.
The terrorists
This
have
in the
replaced
chat.
the dummy warhead with a real
So maybe
warhead.
if we type it again
Once
in the
they
chat,
input the detonation
they'll wake
codes,
up.
they should be ready to launch.
So, you think they can do it?
Well, the dummy warhead was designed to be identical to the real thing, so I think so.
Did you
If we
find out how
believe.
to override it yet?
Not yet. It must be in a separate
it's like,
file.
you know,
Right
a
now I'm
children's
looking through all
episode.
of Baker's personal files.
We gotta believe in
We're
the power
counting
of
on you.
David. If we all say the name David and type it in the chat, he'll resurface. Where's the second guard? I know I couldn't have killed him. No, seriously, where's the second guard? Maybe it's not until there he is. I see him. No witnesses. I know. That's what this marathon is the prep. not only you guys who haven't seen. Oh, that somersault flip though.
I've entered the
Metal
power
Gear,
codes
but
and
also just a
disengaged
little
the
bit of
safety
a
device.
refresher for me
We can launch anytime.
and Kim Clark.
There's still no response from Washington. It looks like we'll have to show them that we mean business.
I like how he
Should I
used
say
his nub.
Fraterniton, Russia.
No, there's been a change. The new target is Lopnor, China.
Why, boss?
I'm not answering any call. That's not mandatory. I'm just doing it to
I'm sure neither you
Save
nor
off
Mr.
some
Golukovich
time.
would really like to see a nuclear bomb dropped on your motherland, right?
But why? There's nothing there.
Wrong. It's a nuclear test site.
A nuclear test site.
If we nuke a major population center, the game's over.
game over, man.
But
Game
a
over.
nuclear explosion at a test site can still be concealed from the public. Meanwhile, Washington will be worried about the retaliatory strike from China.
That'll probably mean top secret talks between both countries' leaders.
Of course. And in the process, the president will be forced to divulge the existence of a new and highly destabilizing nuclear weapon to the Chinese. What do you think that will do to the US's reputation? Or the president's?
And with the CTBT, that means that China and India.
I don't think he said the
I
N in
see.
CNTBT. He just said the CTBT.
Yes. When the other countries hear about the new weapon, they'll all want to contact us. Washington won't be very happy when we start selling their own system to the highest bidders. Yes, the president will break. He will give in to our demands.
I think Liquid needs the dream team
Boss's
in it, and
DNA and
we'll
$1 billion.
break the president's
$1 billion.
will.
All for money.
$1 billion.
That money will be used to cure our genome soldiers as well. I'm also
I'm kinda
including
close
the
to Dallas.
Fox dye vaccine in our demands.
Fox dye.
Hey,
It
what's
killed
up?
Octopus and the arms tech
Ross,
president.
how's it
So
going?
it's true that it affects older people first. Mantis might not have been affected because he wore a mask.
Wolf wasn't infected either, perhaps due to those tranquilizers she always took.
Something to do with amphetamine and adrenaline levels in the blood. They deployed a product still in development into live combat. No surprise it was unreliable. They must have been desperate.
In any case, have you heard from your friend Colonel Sergei Golukovich at Spetsnaz yet?
He
Hello,
still has
Darky. Thank you
doubts
so
about the
much for
ability of
stopping
Metal
by.
Gear.
You have yourself a wonderful
He
night.
said we can talk after Metal Gear's test launch is successful.
He's a very prudent man.
There's nothing to worry about. The Colonel wants Metal Gear and a new nuclear weapon so bad he can taste it. If Russia wants to regain its position as a military superpower, they need to reinforce their nuclear arsenal. They need a nuclear
I know,
weapon that
I
can't
saw
be
that on the
intercepted.
news. It's
Metal
supposed to be
Gear
like
will allow them to
record-breaking
gain
high.
first strike capability over the rest of the world.
Their regular army is in shambles, and they think they can restore their country's
thing I like
military
staying
power with
inside.
nuclear weapons? That Golukovich, he's no warrior. He's a politician.
He's a
Maybe so.
politician.
He's the one who gave us the Hind and most of our other heavy firepower.
He's got over 1,000 soldiers under his command. If we joined forces, we could put up quite a resistance here. Since Mantis died, the genome soldiers' brainwashing has started to wear off. I'm worried about the men's morale. An alliance with the Russians would boost that as well.
What are you saying?
We're not going anywhere. We're going to dig in here. It's going to be a long war.
We could still escape.
We have the new nuclear power, and we're going to ally with Golukovich's forces.
Are you going to fight the whole world?
Yeah, but it's okay.
What's
I
wrong
think
with
it's like
that? Fighting the whole world.
a week or two hot, and then it goes back
From
down.
here, we can launch a nuclear warhead at any target on this planet. A nuclear
Well, it goes
warhead
back down to
invisible
like
radar,
regular summer.
totally immune to interception.
Sure,
And
Quady,
on
as
top
long
of
as
that,
it's
this base
within
is
the
full of
means.
spare nuclear warheads. Once we get the DNA and the money, the world will be ours.
He's like,
Boss,
don't
what
touch
about
me.
your promise to Colonel Gulukovich?
I have no interest in the revival of Mother Russia.
You're not thinking of reviving Big Boss's dream.
From today, you can call this place
Don't do it. Hold on, do it.
heaven.
Hold it.
Big Boss's dream.
It
Boss,
means that
you're
she
not
is a
worried about the
moderator.
power being
She
overridden?
has the ability
If the
to
code is
time
entered
people
again,
out
it'll
or
be
permit people
deactivated.
to post links in the
No
chat.
need to worry. The
And
DARPA
she's
chief
also
and
there
the
to
Armstech
provide
president are both
answers to
dead.
questions to her best
Does
ability
Snake
about
know
the
how the
stream.
override system
If
works?
I'm not able
You
to
interrogated him, don't you know?
answer all.
He didn't have any keys on him.
Good. Then no one can stop Metal Gear now.
By the way, what should we do with that woman? Want me to kill her?
Let her live. She's Campbell's niece, and Snake cares for her. We'll keep her as our ace in the hole.
Meryl, she's alive.
Welcome back, Kashi. Nah, it's fine there. She does
Snake,
have
I
the
found Baker's top
power.
secret files.
Great job.
How's it going there?
They finished inputting the PAL codes. So, how do we deactivate them?
Okay.
Putting
the
the
override system that the president was talking about,
codes.
it can also be used to input the detonation codes. You see, if you insert the keys when the warhead is active, you deactivate it. And if you insert them when it's inactive, it becomes activated. And you can only
Also,
use
I'll
the
just
keys
throw
once.
this in
Only once,
there
huh?
since you're new
You
here,
need the
Quady.
keys for input.
I'm
3 of them.
assuming to
But
Twitch.
I only have the one. Where are the others?
Hold
Sometimes
on.
in other
You see,
channels,
that's the trick. You
you'll
already
see
have all
people
3
with
keys.
What are
maybe
you
an
talking
emote
about?
The card
by
key
their
is
name.
made of
How
a
Nyrus's
shape
mod
memory
is by her
alloy.
name,
Shape memory.
or that sword is
alloy.
by her name. So
Yes,
that means
it's a material
um,
that changes shape at different temperatures.
that they're a subscriber
The
to that
key
channel.
Is made out of it.
This card key?
Yeah. The card key changes shape at different temperatures.
So this key is actually 3 keys in one. Clever.
Can you see the input terminals in the center of the control room?
I see them.
Why does what stop Quady? Quady.
Those 3 laptop terminals are for the emergency input. There should be a symbol on each screen. Each symbol corresponds to a different key. You input the keys in order from left to right. The left one's for the room temperature key. See the symbol? Next to that goes the low temperature key.
The stream
The one on
stopped.
the
Maybe
right
we
is the high
got source for tonight.
Okay, I got it. First I change the shape of the card, and then I input them in order, right?
That's right. All you do is insert the card keys. After you insert the key into the module, a hard disk reads the information contained on it.
No,
Once
I
you've finished with
didn't.
all 3
Dang,
terminals, the
Sally.
code input
No
process is
source
complete. But here's the
tonight.
thing. You can only use
I'm
the
gonna
key
cry
one
if I
time.
get source like
It's an emergency
during the
system, and it's only meant to be
credits.
used once.
The world is riding on that key, Snake.
Yes, I love this scene because Snake is just like holding out the key card right in front of him. Like, GG Snake. You are the sole purpose that we have to go and get that key.
The key fell in the drainage ditch.
Snake! This is bulletproof glass. There's no way in. I'll enjoy